Welcome back to Two and a Blue. I am your host, John Caruso, here with co-host Stevie D, and in the background, DJ Lou, always making the magic happen. This is episode 26. We are your New Jersey premier construction podcast. We're off and running, and of course, we're recording right now from the Energy Defender studios. Make sure you call Energy Defenders for all your solar and roofing needs. I actually have them. I have their solar on my roof. Yeah.
They're coming.
Yes,
next week.
I'm hooked up. I'm running. Very thorough, obviously, from top to bottom, start to finish. Energy Defenders was nothing but the best. So make sure you reach out. If a lot of areas are opening up in South Jersey, get out there, get a hold of Energy Defenders. Jumping right into it, Steve. Listen, how was the week? Other than the stupid fucking drones, which I'm
choppy week.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a choppy week. We had we were off Monday, work Tuesday, off Wednesday, work today, work tomorrow.
Yep.
Shitty week, shitty paycheck, shitty weather, cold.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it basically was cold. I had off yesterday because of the weather, for the rain, and then today I had already had off. I had a couple appointments and stuff I had to take care of, so I already had a day off. So I had 2 days off, and I seen how the weather was today and what it's going to be tomorrow. Winter's coming. I mean, it's here. I don't even know if it's coming. I think it's here, and that kind of brings up to that falls into place of what we do. What happens during the winter? You know, what takes so? It's not just a lot of things happen when the cold weather comes in. A lot of things happen. One of the biggest things is layoffs. A lot of times companies will start laying off. They shorten the crews. They'll make foreman crews. They'll make skeleton crews out of foremans, and they try to keep them working during the winter. So you have layoffs. Guys are being put on unemployment. Which kind of sucks around this time of year because you want to try to get as close as Christmas as possible. But that is part of our industry. That's part of the trade. It's part of what I call comes with the territory. If you're lucky enough to work, I feel if you can work between December and March, anything in there, that's all bread and butter. That's a bonus. I've always said that, and a lot of times these guys don't budget their money right. Like when you start collecting unemployment, you're not getting the $1,300 paychecks. You're getting a $700 paycheck every week. So I emphasize with guys that don't work all year round, make sure you budget your money correctly because you want to make sure that you can get through the winter months. And then listen, if you're one of the lucky guys that can work through the winter and do it, then you can make your budget a little bigger. But that's one, these are all kinds of things that happen when winter comes. Layoff, work. A lot of times our work go down the shore. And it's cold, windy, and bitter down there. But a lot of the underground utilities, that's when the shore wants us to come in. They say, go ahead, nobody's here, fuck everything up. We don't care. Be out of here by Memorial Day. So, yeah. So, you mentioned the weather and everything. What say you? How does it work for you?
A lot of times the the winter comes in, and it just jives with the end of the fiscal year.
Right.
So a lot of these companies, they're trying to match or surpass production from the prior year. It kind of wraps up their year. So everyone kind of has like a collective, at the end of the year, it's kind of like a collective, we got through. We got through it.
Yep.
And I don't know if that just so happens to lead to layoffs or the company just kind of wants to reset. I know for me, I work for an asphalt company. They have to do maintenance to the silos and
that's all asphalt companies. Yeah.
And the trucks.
The only one I know that runs faithfully through the winter, rain, it doesn't matter, is National in Berlin. They're constantly open, constantly running. And in the winter, when they are cleaning out their silos, you get it from the batch plant.
Yeah, well, these companies have more than one plant.
Right.
Too. We have just the one plant. Mm-hmm. We got the one fleet of trucks. So it's they kind of just take the time to do what they got to do. I did hear whispers that it's going to be a much shorter layoff this year. They're ready to get going. I know last year they did a ton of maintenance. They replaced silos. They did a lot. So I don't think this year they need to do quite as much to as far as maintenance goes. So they might be gearing up, ready to go sooner than most people may even want to. I know a lot of the guys. I mean, I know a lot of people are just ready for a layoff. They got their trips planned. Mm-hmm. They got their, the holidays are coming up.
Yeah, and a lot of times that's what our construction workers do. We plan a lot of purposely at the time got married in January. For that reason, so we weren't in the busy season. I wasn't going to be. I was a superintendent at the time. We weren't going to take off for work, so it worked out well. Yeah, so that's when families go to their Disney or whatever. They go on vacation. They go away for Christmas, New Year's. February is a great time to go out. And I emphasize that. Take some time if you can. Save some money. Take some time. Spend it with the family, because before you know it, we're back up and running again, and we're at it. And hopefully that works for guys in March. Now there are guys out there that they sit around. I emphasize with them, go to classes, go to the hall, take some training courses, show your face, get your face out there, because when the instructors say it, and if you're a guy that's trying, they talk to business agents, they talk, and they're like, hey, maybe get this guy out there, first availability
do a
or
little
something.
Political action stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Show your face a little bit, because it does help. They have been doing nothing but Christmas parties, our union, like left and right. They do them like every
Did your company do one? Or anything?
No, I don't think. No, our company's not. Some companies still do. A lot of companies have not anymore. I guess the mixture of alcohol and testosterone and construction workers don't really work out too well for some of these parties.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think at least I haven't heard anything. So no, I wouldn't expect a company.
It'd be nice to get like a hoodie.
So when I worked with Technipro, the owner, and he was more of a smaller, I guess you could consider slightly bigger than a mom and pop company, and every Christmas, right around this time of year, he would take everybody to lunch. Everybody would go to work, and then he'd say, okay, we're going to meet here for lunch, and we'd all go to lunch, and he'd give everybody gift cards and treat us to lunch. And that was the way they did Christmas. And I thought that was nice, because, listen, there's companies out there you don't get dick. You don't get nothing. You don't even get a pat on the back. Some you might get like that Wawa gift card. I appreciate anything that's given to me. I never expect anything to come to me. But one thing I can expect is to be paid on Christmas Day, because why? You can thank your unions for that, for paid holidays. That's why they're out there.
Correct.
So that's right. So paid holidays, Christmas, New Year's, thank a union. We're the ones that fought for that. And for the what's it, the collective bargaining agreement, something like that. So yeah.
Yeah. Do you do you ever suffer from like a work fatigue, or just like a burnout, just getting burned out?
I'm almost kind of there right now. It's just like the same thing every day. You're going in and out, and I guess it gets to me. It does, but I have to appreciate the work right now, because as pain in the ass as the weather it is, as cold it can be, the asphalt don't want to stay hot. Blah 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 blah. It's nice at the end of the week to still have that nice paycheck. So. But it does. I do get a little burned out, but I hate to say that, because what about the people like my wife that works year round in the hospital and everything? Like, they don't. I guess they get burned out too.
They can call out without fear of repercussion. They can They can take 2 weeks.
Yeah, because a lot. See, so with having a day off with the construction, a lot of construction. This is union or non-union. It was screwed up this year is how the Christmas falls on a Wednesday. So now what do you – it's horrible. So now what do? A lot of people travel for Christmas. We personally do. We're leaving the morning of Christmas Eve. Some companies work Christmas Eve a half a day.
Ours wants to this year.
Oh, now where I'm at, I leave Christmas Eve morning. The company that I'm working for had put out there, and this was I don't know if it was set in stone, work Monday, have off Tuesday, Wednesday, which is Christmas Eve, Christmas, work Thursday, Friday. Well, again, if people are traveling – they're coming home on the 26th like I am. So it's just tough to work. And by the way, if the only thing we get paid for is Christmas and New Year's, we're not getting paid for not working on Christmas Eve. We're not getting paid. So, and we don't have any, paid holiday time. So we don't get that either. So that's something that, it's, the good and the bad that comes with our job. But yeah, I mean, this is just a weird schedule.
I'm going through it right now, man. The burnout.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really am. I don't know if it's.
You just ready to be late? You ready to be laid off?
No, I don't even really want to get laid off. I'm just burnt out. Like I really am. I hate the idea of working on Christmas Eve. We have.
You think it's that time of year because of the holidays and you're getting stuff ready for the holidays?
What else it could be is I was on that long-term job. I was on Route 9 all year. Mm-hmm. I was essentially running the job all year, and then I come off the job and I'm right back to being like, nobody. Like I'm out there, the inspectors, the subcontractors, everyone's kind of looking to me for like answers, and I got to do a lot of coordinating. I got to do a lot of like just a lot of stuff that I didn't normally get to do. I got to use like my head a little bit and make decisions and then that job kind of went away, and then like the next day you're just right back to you're right back to just being a laborer, and I think that might have got to me a little bit. And yeah, dude, I don't know. The cold, I don't know. My wife's off. That might have something to do. We got a very little baby at home. Like, I just want to be home.
Yeah, I get it. I do. I was home today. I was out most of the day doing all the shit I had to do. But when I got home, God, coming out of that weather, I just want to be home. It's like this is the type of weather too where you don't get warm for hours when you come home. When you're working this all day, for hours afterwards, you're not warm. Yeah, it does. It is. I can see the slump. It is. It's this time of year. I'm happy to be working. I appreciate it. I'm grateful for it. But it is. It's kind of that lull.
Yeah, this is the worst I've felt about work probably in 11 years since before I got into the union.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I wake up.
You are just a negative Nancy. You got that? You don't have nothing in you.
I'm not. I'm feeling it right now. I think it's important to talk about because I know I'm not the only person who feels like that all the time.
True. You want to have a little therapy session?
I don't know. Yeah.
Tell me, when you say it's wearing me down, how does that make you feel?
Worn down. No, it's hard to articulate these kind of things.
No, it's a funk. I look at it as like it's a funk. And we go into it and you hit it a little bit of. Here's another one too. You start when you go back to work in the spring. You start working, but the springtime is not necessarily a fun time to work either.
No, it's awful.
And you hit it, and you get back, and all of a sudden it's like you hit a wall because the weather's just shitty, and you get in a funk to it. And it isn't until about April, Mayish.
Yeah, once it starts to get warm, once you could wear a t-shirt,
yes,
and then you're great.
And the wind is finally
all that vitamin D.
Yeah. Oh yeah, all that.
Yeah, you like that vitamin D.
Here we go. Here we go. Well, the penis will bring us into the segment we like to call Dumb Things of the Week. My dumb thing of the week is, unfortunately, I'm going to have to bring up the drones again. I'm not going to put my hat on. Yeah, it's the way the government has handled this so far. The government. So if you haven't noticed, if you live under a rock in New Jersey, then you don't know about the drones that are flying overhead and everybody panicking about them, and our government being completely just non-transparent at all. It just doesn't make sense.
Did you see the guy today from the White House who was taking questions from reporters?
I don't get.
He basically just was like, yeah, I don't
know. I need Andy Dufresne from this. I need him to be up there and say, "Why are you being so obtuse?" Like, well, I need that. That's what I.
No, this reporter was she was grilling him.
Oh, she was grilling him.
She was hitting back. I mean, everything he was giving just the politically correct answers. Yes. And we'll refer to my opening statement, please. And she's like, well, how about the medical helicopter that couldn't land, and it prevented it from picking up people that needed its assistance because the drone activity was so much. What about this? What about that?
Van Drew doubled down. He doubled down on it, saying, listen, and he didn't say it was definitely. He said it is very possible that it's, and he's right. Until they're not. Coming from that fucking ship, then they are. Then they could be.
You almost want to hear it from the White House. Like, you almost want to hear them throw out the hypotheticals. Like know that they're taking it. Because the way he came out, he's just like, we don't even know if they're
just blowing.
Yeah, we don't even know if they're drones. That's what he said.
Drone spoon. It's like drone spoons.
They're drones.
Whatever.
Know what they are.
They're flying around. I don't know.
They're harmless.
Kids, whatever.
Like
I know
bugs.
that's the way it sounds. So my dumb thing it's just the way they handle this, and it's a complete mess. Again, I don't know why they let it get to this point, but it is a complete mess right now. And I'm actually going to cut it right there on my fucking dumb thing of the week because I am sick of these drones and everybody. I just want to know. Now I'm just going to wait until something comes up and they say, hey, this is what they are. Because now they're just, we got two crossing over here and I saw this one and one was shot. You hear someone was shot down. It wasn't shot down. I mean, you're hearing all kinds of bullshit now. So basically at a whole, my dumb thing of the week are the drones and the way the government has handled this.
Fair enough.
What do you got?
To your point though today, like my mind is so like I'm so wrapped up in this drone thing. But
no, go ahead. You are.
I look at the sky at 4:00 today, and I see this fucking circle just sitting there, dude. Just sitting there. And it takes me about 5 seconds to realize it's the moon. I took a picture of it and sent it to Lou. I'm like, is this the moon? He's like, yeah, I think that's the moon, dude.
Wow. Steve calls me today.
Up, dude. It's fucking me up, bro.
He just called me. I didn't know. I didn't even answer him. I'm trying to relax.
The sky was so clear and there wasn't a fucking plane in the sky. It was the clearest, bluest sky you ever seen in your life. It was almost eerie, like,
well, I'm glad
like post 9/11.
No, but I'm glad you're actually trying. First of all, I know there was planes flying today because I heard them. I know there was fucking planes. I heard them when I was trying to just take my.
They must have been drones too.
Little power nap. Yeah, yeah, drones.
It's in your head.
Everything's drone. It is. Maybe I'm.
Maybe the moon was a UFO.
Maybe
it was the mothership.
Maybe I slept on a book.
Osmosis.
And I osmosis.
You did. You osmosis those noises.
Oh my god.
There must have been like vroom 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 in a book. And
what we really need. I need Celine Dion to cut. I need her opinion on this. I do. I need her to check in with us as soon as she can to say, you know.
Well, she's in Canada. They don't care about us.
They don't. Nah. In fact, I think Trump threw some comment out there that wasn't very. Oh God, he's get ready for 4 years of just putting earplugs in. Your bank account will look a lot better.
Yeah, where's he at now? Where's he at now? Come on, come on, Trump.
Well, there's nobody.
No,
where's there? It's like everybody in Washington went home. They just went home. It's like drones are nothing. Just go home for the holidays. We'll see you in the new year. The guy from the FBI resigning. He's not even waiting. Yeah. He's done. I'm out of here. Everybody's fucking gone. Yeah. So is that it for you? Is that your dumb thing of the week?
No. Okay. So I know I talked to you about this before separately, but the Harbor Freight that's going up. Well, it went up in Hamilton. It's been up for a little bit, but they're still doing some construction and stuff. And they're doing construction.
Not to interrupt you, I'm sorry, but you're talking about Harbor Freight. I just want to throw in there. Thanks for the swag, Fazio.
Yeah.
Joe Fazio, thanks for the swag here.
Anthony DeStefano.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Hey, if you give us swag,
episode 24,
we will wear it during the episode.
Absolutely.
So we will put you out there. So thank you. And that kind of falls in line with Harbor Freight. Go ahead.
So yeah, I noticed last week or what, I don't know. I was driving by and I saw these like slabs of concrete. They're about 18 inches high by 8 foot wide and about 6 inches thick. It looked like prefab curb.
Yeah.
And I see them like putting an island in, and I'm like, there's no way, because some of them were curved and some of them were straight.
Right.
I'm like, is this prefab curb? I've never seen prefab curb before.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to say if they're going to redo the parking lot, maybe it's for islands in the parking lot. I don't, unless it's. Yeah. I haven't heard anything.
Anyway, I stopped there today. All right.
Oh.
Let me.
Okay.
I stopped at Harbor Freight today because it was driving me nuts, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
We're going to throw it up on the screen here.
Oh,
if you haven't noticed, we have we're upgraded here.
Yeah. So look, this is what one of the slabs looks like.
Okay.
That's the island right behind it.
Yeah.
And you can see that those slabs, they constructed that curb. They constructed that curb with those slabs.
Yes, they did.
So I go in there and I talk to a manager of Harbor Freight, and I'm like, hey, who's doing the construction out there? And he says, I don't know, JMB, they're out of Philly or Pennsylvania or whatever. I said, you got a contact for them? He said, yeah. So he gives me the contact, this guy, Ed, who works for JMB. I call him up. He answers, cool as hell. And I said, dude, did you guys do prefab curb? I've never seen that before. He said, dude, to be honest with you, I've never done it before.
Wow.
He said, our company's never done it before. My boss thought it would be a good idea, so he wanted to try it. They had to order this curb, this prefab curb from Massachusetts. It's the only place that does it anywhere around.
Oh, you know why? Because they're wicked smart.
Maybe because it's wicked dumb.
You like them apples?
Who does that?
I don't know.
So it took 4 guys 3 days, which is it's probably not too far off from what it would have taken them to do it.
How much did they do?
The island. I mean, those pictures. You saw the pictures. I mean, it was. I mean, for us, it's 1 day form, next day pour, next day strip. You know, so it's 3 days, but it's probably not like fully like invested in just that for those 3 days. You know, you could probably form and pour in one, really.
Yeah.
You know, along 1 day. And
radiuses are a little more. I get it, but I mean, still, I mean, I think you could probably knock
more
out.
So they have rebar in them. Okay. He did say that they do. They have rebar in them, so they're like structurally sound, but you lose like I mean, the purpose of the curb is it just for rain? I thought it was for for like vehicles too.
Well, I guess, yeah, it's kind of for the vehicles, but obviously you'll easily jump a curve with a vehicle, so that really don't matter. It's going to be in the ground. I seen there's holes on the side of them, so they're probably putting a piece of bar in there to keep them connected. And if they're in
there's no bar. You could see clearly, like they had to put that in like pavers. They had to level the sub base underneath of it, put them down, level them. I mean, it's not like a flat curb, like a nice.
It sounds like. It would take longer to almost do that.
It takes longer, and it has to be more expensive.
I would think.
You know, like they didn't prefab them themselves. No. They got rebar in them, so you're paying for that material that you wouldn't otherwise have to pay for.
You're paying for the concrete.
You're paying for the concrete. You're paying for the shipping. You're paying for the labor that it takes to. I mean,
I guess when you think about it, all you're really doing though is digging the trench, throwing. You have to make it set right, but throwing it in, set it right, and backfilling. I mean,
yeah, but setting it right. That's not like.
That's not it'd be very similar to pipe.
Yeah, but pipe you have a lot of wiggle room. Like you're talking a 10-foot, 16-foot length of pipe. Like you don't need that whole ground underneath it to be perfect. You need the beginning and the end to be perfect.
You're probably going to get more. So with them prefabs, you're probably going to get more of a chance of settlement between each one.
Oh yeah.
Than you are with a straight whole line of curb.
Yeah. What they are doing though is they're pouring concrete in the island, which that'll make it like one.
Okay.
You know, so it goes back to like almost one piece, but I can't.
And they're still pouring concrete.
They're in the island, not the curb, like just the flat work.
I got you.
And then on top of that, they're gonna do I think flower. It's gonna be a big flower bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's.
But I thought that was
fantastic.
dumb. I can't. Yeah, I mean, dude, I appreciate Ed for talking to me about it. It was really cool of him. I just can't wrap my head around like why unless you got a crew that's not very good at concrete.
I mean, listen, it goes back to, it kind of ties right back into like this time of year. Here's a guy that owns a construction company. Say, you know what? It's probably this time of year, we're a little slow. Let's try this new shit real quick while we got some time. Right. And then they're going to try this prefab. I mean, who knows if he priced it right and he's going to make money on it, then I see nothing wrong with it.
Sure. Yeah.
I would like to see how these things are going to hold up. That's, with the settlement.
We're going to find out. Yeah.
We're going to find out real quick. And guess what? It will be back on the show if they don't.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I asked him, I was like, the inspectors are cool with all that? Like, is that getting inspected? He said, yeah, they don't care. It's just for a garden,
Wow.
Yeah. So they're not worried about the structural integrity of it at all.
It's not, and I think it's like a 20-mile-an-hour street, 25 or 15.
It's a parking lot, so it's
it's inside the parking lot. Yeah, so maybe that's not, the code isn't.
I can't imagine they would let you do it in in a street.
No, I don't know.
There's no way. Yeah,
it's pretty interesting though.
I thought it was interesting too.
That was a good one.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, well, let me jump into a little flounder fun fact. I like that. Flounder fun fact. Lou, throw it up there. Flounder fun fact.
Flounder fun fact.
Contrary to popular belief, do you know when you sneeze, your heart does not skip a beat? It can change rhythm, but it does not stop and it does not skip a beat. So it's like, when people sneeze, you say, God bless you. They say, you have to say, I'm dying. God bless you, because their heart stopped. The only time your heart ever stops is during a cardiac arrest. So that's your little fun fact. So when you sneeze, your heart does not stop.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You don't have to say God bless you every single time.
That makes sense. My daughter, she like fart sneezes constantly. The baby, dude, she just like every time, dude.
That's great.
Can't keep it in, yeah. But it does make sense. Michelle's she worked in a cardiac unit of in Virtua Mainland for years, and so she's like all like hip to like tricks and stuff like that, and she also does have like heart palpitations sometimes.
Okay.
And one of the ways to like put your heart back in rhythm is to cough or sneeze.
Okay.
So it makes sense that it doesn't actually make it skip a beat. If anything, it puts it back in the rhythm.
Well, yeah, it did say that it can change the rhythm, but it does not stop. So. Yeah. You know what? I was just coughing there for a minute. My father, which we see at the end of every episode, when he when he's choking or coughing, he gets so mad if somebody asks him, "Yeah, you all right?" Like, no. If I was all right, I wouldn't be choking. He's getting so mad. So, so now when people sneeze, you don't have to feel obligated to say God bless you.
You know what? You know what I hate is when people are like, and of course it was the last place I looked for it.
Yeah.
No shit.
Right.
Why would you keep looking?
Right.
Of course, it's always going to be the last place.
It's always going to be the last place. Very, very good.
It bothers me like nuts. It bothers me a lot.
Oh, it was right there. You know what that is? A cop-out. Oh, it was right away. That means you really weren't looking for it.
It was the last place. Of course,
and you went to where it was. And then you were like, oh, my God, look at that. There it is.
Of course, it's the last
place I look for it.
Oh, dipshit. You're going to keep looking after you find it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, actually, that brings up... So you're like a... You're like kind of a guy that gets...
Devastatingly handsome.
Yes. Devastatingly handsome. But you... All right, so you're like a... You're a guy, you strike me as someone who has a lot of pet peeves.
Yeah, OCD, pet peeves.
I was thinking today, I would love to do a flounder pet peeve Mount Rushmore.
Oh, okay. Yo, we can go into this.
Let's do it.
Are we ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do the
you can do like, if you have more than 4, just go ahead, go riff on them. Okay. And then we'll narrow it down to 4 when you're done.
All right, I'm going to start with the obvious. I'm going to start right with the obvious right here. Wawa. If I open the door for you and hold it, I expect a thank you. And if you don't say thank you, I will holler, "You're welcome." Yeah, that's one of my pet peeves.
Yeah.
A huge pet peeve.
Can I say, in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning when I go to Wawa, like sometimes people say like just small talk, like, right. Oh, how you doing?
Yeah.
I can't answer anyone at all. Like someone will say, like if I open the door, someone's like, "Oh, thanks, good morning." I was like, I can't even.
If
get it out.
At least if you acknowledge, I'll get away with that. But when you just like walk out, like because I'm your fucking butler, I was supposed to open the door for you. No, that don't fly with me. So that is one.
Okay, cool.
We'll lean towards construction. I cannot stand a dirty work truck, an unorganized work truck. I fucking hate it. I hate it. Hate it. The back of it, the inside, I can't stand it. I used to have guys break my chops all the time and would purposely just throw the tools. And then, like, I'd come back and they would hide behind a tree. And I'd come back to the truck and be like, "What the?" And they'd all be laughing because they know I would lay off a guy if I had to for not making sure that stuff was put back right.
There's a guy in our company. He's just like that. Like his work truck is fucking clean, dude. Like it smells good.
Yes.
He's got the spray. He's got the. I mean, it is like
it's a mobile office.
Not a drop of dust in this thing, dude. And like any chance you get, if you see his windows down and you got a blow in your hand, you better blow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and he will run to that truck and try and put that window up as quick as he can. I drove by him with the water truck the other day, blasted him with the side.
Oh.
Yeah, he got his window up just in time, dude.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm a firm believer too. If you walk up to somebody's work truck and it's filthy inside, that's how they live as people. They live as filthy people. So I like a clean, organized workspace. That would be my second. Third, let's go to airports. Okay, I can't. I fucking hate airports. When they say we're gonna loading zone 1, boarding zone 1, and then 2, 3, and 4 stand up and get in line, and now you don't know who is who. I sit down. What are you doing? We're all going to the same aluminum tube. Just sit the frig down. Get out of my way. I'm number 1. We all know I'm number 1. And, or veteran, whatever. Let these people on the plane. You ain't going nowhere any quicker. And then when the plane stops at the terminals, everybody wants to jump up. Where are you going? We're all going there. It's not any faster. And especially if they get bags, you're going to rush off the plane for what? To go sit the carousel. Not my bag. Well, that's not my bag either. Nope, not that one. Oh, honey, is that? No, not that one. I mean, get the fuck out of here.
That reminds me of the pickup line at the elementary school, dude. Like if they let kids out at 3:18, you could get there at 2:45 and it will be wrapped around the parking lot, dude. Everyone is in a rush. When you get there at like 3:25, you'll be in the same place in line and you could just pull right in and pick them up. Mm-hmm. It's like, what's the rush? Like, why? What are we doing?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't stand people.
It's
basically people. That's what it is. Let's go with, on my next one, let's go with being on your cell phone in the fucking Wawa or supermarket, like while you're in line. Like you're on your phone, on your earbuds. You're that important?
How about talking on speaker?
Oh,
in
that's
public. Oh
in
my
public.
God,
Like
dude.
you're that important, and I will be if you're on speaker.
I'll talk right to the person.
I'll start talking loud.
Yeah.
I'll sing.
Yeah.
I'll do anything for a distraction. I can't stand people.
I talk to the guy on the phone.
And the guy that walks in with your little bitch buds in, okay, and you're walking through Wawa like, oh yeah, hey, how you doing? I'll be there in a second. Well, my mom was over here. Shut the fuck up. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
You're not that
How about
important.
the girl with like the drama story and she's going on and on and on on speaker, or she's just talking like even not on speaker.
Can you believe she didn't even? And then she didn't even call me. Yeah. Okay. Do you think she's mad at me? Probably. Or you're probably just a douchebag. But you're not that important to be on a freaking phone.
Oh, dude, I played a game one time and it was like you walk around in like a public place on a phone, and you say like you act like you're on a phone. You're not really on a phone, and you say something like totally outlandish to the person like that you're not talking to, like loud enough for someone to hear. Right, dude, it is funny, bro. You just say some fucked up shit like. Yeah. No. She stuck it in my ass.
You're right.
And they're like, what the fuck's he talking about?
Does your family, have they looked into him? Like, have they like they question Steve a little bit? They're like, yeah, he has
That's the only thing I could think
tendencies.
of. That's the only thing I can think of.
Man, God. He made me lose track of
who wants to be known as the straight guy?
I wish we had. We need to start plugging. We need to start getting drops of all these and drops so you can just play them in there. Yeah. Who wants to be a straight guy? Me.
I bought a shirt one time and it was a panda and it was throwing up a rainbow and it was pooping a rainbow. And the shirt was a white shirt and it was a panda and you could see like inside his stomach and he was vomiting a rainbow and he was also pooping a rainbow. But that was before rainbows were like for the gays.
Was it Care Bears?
No, it was just a panda. I don't know. It was cool. I loved it. I love rainbows. I like rainbow stuff. Yeah. I like colorful stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that gay?
No, I don't know if that makes you gay. I think you make you gay. I don't think the rainbows make you gay. All right. What else? Lou, jump in. Do you have anything you want to talk about today, Lou? I mean, because now, hey, listen, if you don't know, Lou is in the background, but he is plugged in. He's got a mic. He's listening back there. He's gonna jump in every once in a while.
What did you think of your first on camera appearance?
Oh, dude, I was so stressed out about the technical stuff that I didn't even the live stream was like second.
You just don't see, but Lou is constantly bouncing around, checking everything. It drives him nuts. Right now, we're having like a little glitch with the mic, the earphones, and it's not going to bother us on the screen.
I can hear him grinding his teeth,
but it's completely driving him nuts. Yeah. But that's why.
Just now.
But just now. But he's the reson why our episodes look the way they do, because he does all this. He is so we'll say anal for you.
Thank you.
Because but he does a great job. He does what and now we have a microphone for him. Let's talk about some of the upgrades we got. We have we added a screen. We got rid of the backdrop. Yeah. We painted the wall. Energy Defenders was nice enough. We came in here, we painted, we threw up a screen. This is actually fantastic for us to have, and this is just a small tidbit of what possibly can come. We're not going to get into detail, but we have some potential major announcements coming, and we hope, listen, everybody cross their fingers out there. Two in the blue, maybe taking one step up level. We'll have to see what happens. But other than that, we are greatly appreciative of all our followers, everybody. Thank you so much for the live feed last night. Get in there, get in the comments when you watch the episode. Don't forget, we record every Thursday and drop the episode every Tuesday. Every Sunday, the interview episodes drop. Tuesdays at 6
p.m. We had Alex Girardi this week.
Alex Girardi from
owner of Lexa
Concrete. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. He's our first owner that we had in here of a company. Yeah. He's a union operated company. So that's going to be some good stuff on there. Don't forget, watch Sunday for that. Tuesdays at 6 p.m. That's when our episodes drop. This is episode 26. Thank you to all the followers. Get on there, get involved, subscribe, share, follow, tell everybody. It just helps us out. If you get in the comments and share things and get in there, it really does help us out. It gets us recognized. So we appreciate everything you guys have been doing. Don't forget, Energy Defenders for all your solar and roofing needs. They're great people to work with for your solar panels. I think that's about it for us, right? This is Two in the Blue.
Yeah.
I'm John Flounder, Stevie D, Lou in the background. We thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one. Hey, Dad. How we do?
I think there's something wrong with you.